approached you about possibly making a movie about your life story. Could you go through any more details of how that happened and what the plans are, if any?
I don't know how it came about, honestly, but I've just been getting hit up by like big name producers, like 3 or 4 of them, about doing a movie, and I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. I feel like it's perfect timing to everything, and I just don't feel like right now is the right time for it.
Well, other than the timing of right now, what's your hesitance of doing it?
Because it's taking the story into a deeper level. It's saying some things that I left out in the story probably be shown in the movie, and it's just I don't know if I want to do it. I still have to talk to my family about it and see how they feel about it and things like that. But I haven't really thought about it too much.
Do you expect to be featured on Hard Knocks in that sense now that you know that they're coming?
Honestly, I thought we was gonna be on it next year, but I knew it was coming sometime soon, and so we'll see how it plays out.
You missed a couple of workouts early a couple of weeks ago. From the looks of yesterday, I saw you running down the field. Looks like you're 100% good to go.
I mean, yeah, it was definitely something that like college I still would have practiced, but in the league they take it a little more serious when you have a little tweak. So they just sat me out a couple of days, and I've been back ever since.
How are you picking up, you think, the offense and the system and all that?
It kind of translates from college things we did. It's just different names, a little bit different schemes, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be initially coming in. So we'll see.
You're walking into a position group that has a lot of guys returning. How much of an asset has that been with Doug and Jalen and DeAndre and all the guys in picking up?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge because those are all guys that played, and they're all guys I can lean towards on how to be a pro, how to be a better running back, and they teaching me the ropes, good and bad. Things I do, they get on me, and I mean, when I do good, they praise me. So, I mean, it's a blessing just to have a great group of guys like that.
Has there been, is there any ways that you think that your life has sort of changed, the first round draft pick, all the attention and things like that? Have you been pretty tunnel vision, or been points you enjoyed?
It might have changed, but for me, it really haven't, because I'm still doing the same things. Like, all my time is really invested in football right now. And I mean, I'm around the same people. I'm here all day. So, I mean, I don't think it's really hit me. I think probably like year 2 when I get that little break, it'll probably hit me. But right now, I don't really feel any different.
How eager are you to show, you know, you can get into training camp and show that you can be like pretty much an every down back, you know, and in terms of you at Alabama, you split a lot of time there. Now there could be a possibility here of you being like a, 250 carry guy with 50 catches, that kind of thing.
It's definitely huge. That's definitely something that I kind of push myself towards every day. I try to work hard every day so I can be able to withstand that. But it's also something that I've been looking forward to in myself to see if I could handle that, take on that challenge. So it's definitely going to be fun. We'll see how it goes.
Now that you're done with the draft prep portion of your off season and building up for what could be a significant carry load, does that change what they're asking you to do in terms of physical preparation for the season?
If they all know that how I work each and every day, I try to bring my best each day. They just push me to finish every play, regardless if I got the ball or not, just to get that extra little conditioning. I mean, I might take more reps for me mentally to be prepared, but also physically to be prepared. So they just push me every day to be the best I could be.
So much is always said that, with the running game, especially when the pads come on, that's when you can really kind of test yourself. Before you're allowed to do that, what are your kind of primary objectives on the practice field leading up to that point?
Well, each day you can still finish with the pass on or without, bursting through, scoring every time I get the ball. But without pass, it's more mental than anything, making sure you go on the right tracks, reading blitz pickups, taking the proper techniques, inside out on pass protection and things like that. So that's the things you kind of focus on before you actually get to physically hitting each other.
You're obviously a talented runner, but how do you try to improve your receiving game? I know you did a little bit at Alabama, but since you've been here, being a 3-down back, how have you tried to make that a little bit better?
I try to actually learn all of the pass trees and the concepts and things like that. Even though I might not be lined up out wide, I still try to learn the concepts to give me a better feel. I kind of, when I'm watching film, I kind of look at every position and see how AB runs his routes, or if he like spray releases or things like that, just to try to give myself a little edge. And then obviously just catching balls after practice or before practice with DC and things like that. I mean, that's probably the biggest things I could do.
This music to Gruden's ears too, because he likes to move his guys around a lot. So does that excite you, knowing that you could line out wide?
It definitely does, because it doesn't make me one-dimensional, and it allows me to showcase my God-given abilities, and it puts defense on their heels. So it's definitely been fun.
Do you find that you get excited the deeper that you get into this scheme and see what you're being asked to do?
Yeah, I mean, the more I've gotten into the scheme, and like the more it's starting to slow down for me, and I'm actually understanding why we're doing certain things. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, playing for this type of offense, it's gonna be fun.
How would you describe Doug Martin's mentorship?
Doug is cool, man. I mean, he showing me the ropes right now. Whenever I mess up or whenever he sees something that he thinks I didn't see, he kind of lets me know. And we play video games outside of here and things like that. But he's definitely been like a big brother figure. Whenever I need him, whether it's in life or anything, rookie stuff, people coming at me, things like that, he's always there with some advice. So I mean, he's been huge for me.
How much easier does that make it then to take everything in if you got a veteran that's taking you under his wing rather than kind of giving you the hazing treatment?
It's definitely easier, because the whole room is like that. The whole running back room is carrying like that, and it's crazy because I didn't come in thinking it would be like that. But they're all loving, and we all have the same common goals, and regardless of who it is, we just want the best for the team.
Is that nice though, because you're a first-round draft pick, everybody keeps talking about a 3-down back, and you're coming in to guys who have been here before, just that they have been so accepting. That sure, it's competitive, but it's not.
It's definitely competitive.
Yeah, intense.
Yeah, it's definitely competitive, but it's just like, at the same time, like I said, we just all working towards a common goal, and that's to win games and be the best we can be as a running back unit. We always try to set the tone and set the pace, even if it's at practice. So we just hold each other to that kind of standard every day.
Last question is that surprised you that when you came in that everybody was so, as you said, loving and whatnot? Was that something you didn't experience when you came to Alabama? Was it a little bit more competition?
When I initially came to Alabama, it was a couple people that kind of helped me at first, but it wasn't people that necessarily played that much. And like here, you coming in and everybody is just teaching you the ropes. Like, they don't care if they've been there or vets or 2-year guys, they all teach you. So, I mean, that's the only difference. I mean, pretty much. But at Bama, like I said, there was some guys that was like walk-ons and stuff that taught me actually how to play initially, until I started getting a little more reps, and then everybody else kind of gravitated towards me.